Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Ellie and today we're doing 30 minutes class focusing on twisting and detoxing. So sit comfortably on your yoga mat, either cross-legged or sit on a block if it's more comfortable for you, and take some long and easy breaths here. Focusing on grounding your sit bones down onto your mat and start blinking the eyes to open. Reach your arms all the way up on the inhale. And when you exhale, twist over to the right. Make sure you elongate the spine first and then you twist. Pull the belly in, inhale, arms up. And exhale over to the other side. Elongate, lengthen the spine first and then twist deeper. And on the inhale, arms reach up. And once again, over to the right. Pull the belly in. And inhale, arms reach up. And over to the left. On the next inhale, arms rise up. And when you exhale, bring the hands onto your knees. Let's take cat and cow from here. Inhale, reach up, look up, arch. When you exhale, pull the belly in, contract and round. A few more times. Inhale up and exhale to pull. Inhale up and exhale to round. One last here, inhale up and exhale round. Let's come into a neutral seated pose. Lengthen the spine, reach your arms all the way up and let them fall. Two more times, inhale, reach your arms up and let them fall down. Don't be scared. Inhale, arms reach all the way up. And exhale all the way down, weightless. Let's come from here into a tabletop pose. Take a few breaths, unwind. Tabletop pose, let's cat and cow. Even here on the next inhale, drop the belly, lift and look up. Exhale, round the spine, chin to the chest. A few more times at your own pace. Inhale in, lengthening. Exhale to pull and contract. Inhale up all the way. Exhale, round. On the next inhale, come to a neutral tabletop pose. Walk the palms in a couple inches. Tuck the toes under. Let's come into our first downward facing dog. So let's start pedaling the feet, shaking up. It's our first down dog here, so make sure you're warming up easily. Still move side to side. Maybe shake up the head a few times. Good. And let's widen the feet a little bit wider than hip distance apart. And we're gonna place our left hand onto the outer edge of our right leg. Start pulling the knee to open here, to straighten the knee. And pull the belly in to help protect your lower back. Make sure you're twisting deeper. And we're changing side. Right hand onto the outer edge of your left hamstring. Twist and breathe. Try to look underneath your left armpit. And let's come back into a downward facing dog. We are gonna ripple forward into a plank pose. Hold it here, pull the belly in, crown of the head reaches forward. And push it back, downward facing dog. Let's come high onto the tiptoes. And down, press down onto your heels. A couple more times. And ripple forward into our plank pose. Crown of the head reaches forward again. Hold it. Press back, downward facing dog. up onto the toes and down onto the heels. And we're going to start slowly walking the palms in to meet the feet. Do it slowly, no need to rush. Half lift, look forward with a flat back. Exhale, down, release. You can either press your hands onto your mat or bend the knees, hug the elbows in, and gently sway from side to side. Another good way to detox and release. We're going to press the hands down onto the mat. Make sure that your left hand is onto the middle and reach your right hand up. Bend the left knee, right leg straight. Look up if it's okay for your neck. And let's change side. Right hand onto the middle. Bend the right knee, straighten the left leg and reach up and over with your left hand. Look up if it's okay for your neck. Try to breathe and release, hands down, and we're gonna walk back into our downward facing dog. Take a breath here, and on the next inhale, bring your feet together and reach your right leg up towards the sky. Go ahead and bend the knee, open up your hip nice and wide. Let's straighten and square the leg, move forward into our plank pose and step the foot in between the palms. Lower down your left knee and come up into our low lunge. Hands on heart and lift it up. Let's place the hands again onto the front of the heart into a prayer pose and twist over to the right. Make sure that you're hugging the belly in and pressing the palms into the front of the chest. Your back toes is curled under. We're gonna look down to halfway balance. Lift the left knee off the mat. High lunge with a twist. You can either hold it here if you want more. You can straighten both arms. Left arm onto the outer edge of your right leg. And whenever you're ready, look down to halfway balance. Let's move all the way back, reverse your high lunge and look up if you want to challenge your balance. And windmill the arms down, frame the foot, step back into a free-legged dog. Right leg reaches all the way up and move forward into our plank pose, knee to the left elbow. Twice more, inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, knee to the elbow. Last time here, inhale, reach up. Exhale to twist, knee to the left. Straighten the leg, place the foot down. Reach up with your left hand, revolve triangle. Hold it. Breathe. Engage your core. And start to look down to halfway balance. Left hand down, move into our plank pose, vinyasa. Inhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Let's move into the same sequence over to the other side. On the next inhale, feet together. Left leg rises all the way up. Bend the knee, open up your hip nice and wide. Let's straighten and square the leg. Look forward, left foot in between the palms. Step it in. Right knee down. And reach your arms first onto the heart and then all the way up. Low lunge. Whenever you're ready, hands on the heart again. Let's take a twist. Right elbow hooks onto your left knee. Look up to challenge your balance. Pull the low belly in. Back toes are curled under. Look down and lift the back knee off the mat. Hold it. If you want, you can straighten your arms. Create more twist. And whenever you're ready, you can look down to halfway balance, reach all the way up, high lunge revolved. job. Let's windmill the arms all the way down. Inhale here and lift, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to the right elbow, twist. Twice more. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, knee to the right, twist. Inhale all the way up, down dog split. Exhale, knee to the right elbow, straighten the leg, foot down, revolve triangle. Right hand reaches all the way up. Look up and hold it. Start looking down, right hand on the ground, step back into plank pose, full breath here. Exhale, chaturanga, upward dog, and downward facing dog. Nice. Breathe. To the next inhale, look forward, feet together, bend the knees, step or hop to the top of the mat. Halfway lift when you're there, flat back. Exhale, release. On the next inhale, root to rise, bend the knees, reach all the way up, hands come together to touch. And at the front of the heart, mountain pose. Breathe. Big toes together here, heels apart, hands on the heart. Reach down into chair pose. Pull the belly in. We're gonna place our left elbow on top of the right knee. Make sure that the knees are at the same level. So give a peek onto them. Hold it. And let's look down to help with balance. Hover the left foot off the mat and step it back into a high lunge with a twist again. One breath here. Reach the arms all the way up, high lunge. And we're gonna step forward, bringing the left knee with us. Hold it. Taking a twist. Hug the knee just with the right hand and open into a twist over to the left. Look back if it's okay for you. And if you want more, you can hook your big toe and straighten the leg. Micro bend on the knee is always recommended. Very deep twist here. Pull the belly in to help massaging the internal organs. And let's bring back to center. Big squeeze. And release. Let's take a vinyasa. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, swan dive forward, chin to the chest. Halfway lift. Exhale, step or hop back. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. And get ready to do the same sequence over to the other side. So on the next inhale, feet together, look forward, step or hop forward. Halfway lift when you're there, inhale. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, root to rise, inhale, arm rise up. Exhale, hands on the heart, mountain pose. Connect. Big toes together here, heels apart, lower down into a chair pose. Strong legs, strong core, bring your focus and twist over to the left this time. Look up to challenge your balance. Give a peek onto your knees, make sure the right knee is in line. And start looking down, hover like a flamingo, your right foot, step it back, high lunge with a twist. Good job. And reach your arms all the way up, high lunge. Look on something that is not moving and step it forward. Hover and hug the right knee in. Squeeze it. We're gonna move into a twist. So just hold the right knee with your left hand and move over to a twist over to the right. Stay here if you like, or straighten the right leg forward. Very deep twist. Strong legs, strong focus. And let's release, squeeze the knee one last time here. And release, vinyasa, inhale, arm rise. Exhale, swan dive forward, chin to chest. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, step or hop back, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Other free breaths here. And onto the next inhale, feet together, right leg rises, bend the knee, open up your hip nice and wide. Straighten and square the leg, look forward, right foot halfway through the hands and foot onto the middle. Walk the palms in a few inches, look forward, inhale. And exhale, dive down, pyramid stretch. Make sure that the left hip is pressing forward, right hip is reaching back. Stretching your kidneys, forehead to the knee if you can. On the next inhale, lift halfway. Left hand stays down, right hand reaches up, reverse triangle. Pull the belly in, look up if it's okay for your neck. And release, look down. Let's step the left foot onto the middle now. To meet the right, feet about wider than hip distance apart, heels in, toes out, Malasana yogi squat. So here you can stay if you want, or if arm balances are part of your practice, you can try to practice side crow. So placing the hands down, both knees over to the left, place the knees onto the left arm, and balance. Look forward a few inches in front of your yoga mat. Breathe. Step back into our downward facing dog. Breathe. On the next inhale, feet together, left leg rises, bend the knee, open up your hip. Same thing we did before. Straighten and square the leg, look forward, and left foot onto the middle of the mat. Walk the palms in to meet the foot. Inhale halfway, flat back. Exhale down, forehead to the knee if you can. Push now the right hip back. Stretching out once again your kidneys. Make sure you're breathing. And we're gonna lift again halfway. Right hand stays down onto the mat, left hand rises. Look up if it's okay for your neck. And if the floor seems to be too far, make sure you have a block nearby, you can use it. And we're gonna release, look down. Step the back foot in to meet the left. Widen your feet, heels in, toes out, Malasana yogi squat. Once again, you can stay here, working on the flexibility on your hips, or you can practice an arm balance coming into side crow. So this time, the knees go over to the right armpit. Lift and lengthen and start focusing. Squeeze the core to help with balance. Look down. It's okay if you fall. And let's step back once again into our downward facing dog. We're gonna clean this out with a vinyasa. Breathe first, move forward into plank. Inhale, chaturanga, upward facing dog. Reach and downward facing dog. Let's stretch our hips next. On the next inhale, feet together, right leg rises up towards the sky, down dog split. Let's step the foot forward over to the left, right knee behind the right wrist, coming into pigeon pose. Stretch your back first, so move back, reach back, open up your heart. Nice. And we're gonna twist even here. So press the hands onto the heart, hook the right elbow onto your right foot, and make sure you're pressing your hands right on the middle of your heart. Look up if it's okay for your neck. And we're gonna twist over to the other side. So swing the left arm underneath the right. You can either stay here and press the right hand onto your mat. You can try to reach for your back foot, the right foot, which is on the floor. Nice twist. Make sure you're breathing, and make sure also you have some weight onto the left side, not only onto the right hip. And we're gonna release. We're gonna move into our tabletop pose from here. Step the right foot back, and it's always a good idea to stretch our hips a little bit. So sway them side to side, release on tension, and whenever you're ready, downward facing dog. Feet together here, left leg rises, step the foot forward, over to the right, knee over to the left, behind the left wrist. Reach your heart up first, stretch, and release, hands onto your heart. Hook the left elbow onto the left foot, and twist here. Enjoy the fullness of every single breath. Breathe onto your belly, up onto your heart. We're gonna change the twist. Coming up, right hand reaches down, and left hand can press onto the mat or reach for your back foot, your left foot. And even here, try to stay relaxed. Make sure you're not clenching the jaw. Everything is easy. It's a very passive pose. Nice, and let's release. Coming back onto our fours. Let's stretch our left leg back. Sway the hips side to side, release some tension. Good, and let's move on to our last downward facing dog. Take the most of your time here, pushing the chest towards the thighs. Awesome, come high onto your toes, knees down, and let's take a seat onto our heels. Couple of breaths. So because we were focusing on detoxing and energizing back the body, I'm gonna close the practice with a headstand. If you're familiar with them, go ahead and practice whenever you want. Otherwise, you can take legs up the wall or waterfall. An inversion is always a good idea. We're gonna hold this for about 8 or 10 breaths. Make sure you're breathing, pull the belly in to help with balance if you're taking a headstand. And it's a nice place to meditate in. Relax your face. And let's release this last pose. And we're gonna flip over onto our backs. So lay down onto your back. We're gonna pull the right knee in towards the chest. Give it a big squeeze And we're gonna twist over to the left. Make sure you're only twisting from the navel down. The upper body is facing up. Right shoulder is pressing down. Release and change side. Left knee in, squeeze it in, and we're gonna twist it over to the right. If you notice that your left shoulder is hovering off the mat, it means you're going maybe too far. So back out of the pose a tiny bit. Everything is facing up. Make sure you're breathing, slowing down your breath. Enjoying these last moments of class. And whenever you're ready, let's move into Shavasana, our final resting pose. Make sure you're taking some space for your body. So widen your hands, your arms, your feet. And it's the perfect time to unwind, to breathe deeper, and just concentrate on that. Try to not wander too much onto your thoughts. Just bring the awareness back onto your breath, onto this practice. I'm gonna thank you so very much for joining me. If you like this video, please make sure you give a thumbs up. And maybe subscribe to my channel. Makes a huge difference for me. Enjoy your Shavasana as much as you would like. Thank you again. Namaste.